to you? Yeah.
No, I feel like it's better if I go this way. My eye.
Oh, it's a tiger. I didn't know there were tigers here.
Roar. It's like poking my eye.
Where are you, Dimitri?
When I put it over my eyes, it like is like pushing them together.
It's hurt.
Hey, it's there.
I'm gonna hide this.
There's the other.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, this is probably hella bad for Johnny. Just because both of those lures are savory but savory better. So see right there, right there. Hey, I'm gonna just dump. What do you see, bud? Hey, that guy's fucking on me.
Your tail is bigger than Uncle Jonas.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No.
Let me get him.
Who's dinner today? Me or Rock?
Water's over there. What? When you throw the fire, you're supposed to dump water over the wall.
Who's the monster?
Who's the monster? How do you play that game?
It's a bubble time.
Is this a real one or is this a female? Alright.
How do you do that?
I climb, dude.
The sauce? Yeah, but it's like
Lemongrass.
Oh my god, I forgot about Should I move the cooler here? Maybe I should.
Yeah.
Can you...
Alright guys.
What else I want?
I can't, yeah. I really like it.
Alright, today we're having
nothing to me, nothing.
fresh greens and microgreens pulled from Kamado Bay.
It's giving like
And some croutons from hand rolled from his farm.
Oh yeah.
And we're just gonna finish it with a really nice Nippon Kirizuki vinaigrette. Just made that up.
Hell yeah.
Oh, bro.
Oh. Is that what that's for?
Yeah.
Like
Okay, Jonas, I got wood.
Okay, put it in there. The same spot, right here. Wait, is this hot? Yeah, right there. Nice, dude.
I'm never gonna finish this.
no, you will. Oh, where'd you go? There's a blonde.
Each, look at me.
I'm looking.
No, put it down.
What are they
No.
This is crazy. Oh my god.
We could probably make that. I'm gonna that one.
Here, you can do that later.
Let's see.
Okay. This is so cute.
Well, first of all, the game includes that Polaroid picture. You gotta take selfies or take a picture with someone. The imposter's job is to kill everyone. And the crewmate's job is to vote out the imposter.
What's the yellow part of the eggs?
Yeah, the imposter has like a sign that they do. It could be like a peace sign.
Oh, okay.
It could be like,
okay.
oh, there's
okay.
a tent in
Yeah.
the picture. So the imposter's gonna tell me what their sign is. And then every hour, you guys are gonna look at the pictures that's being taken
Yeah.
out of everyone and then decide who the imposter is.
Dimitri, where's your drink?
Cheers.
I just drank it all.
You drink it all already. He's like,
World.
We have to catch up. You know how like you like double cleanse your
Yeah.
face? Have to be harder. I don't know if it has to be sharper.
Oh, that was a candlelight.
You do?
Again. 1, 2, 3. Polaroid.
That's so cute.
Out of my hand.
I'll make it bigger.
Come on.
Hold.
Please, Sarah.
It's open.
Got it?
Did I give you the miso piece?
No.
Did I put it back in? Is it hot?
His hand's warm.
We gotta get at least a little bit of back when this one trying to bake something for us.
Okay, found it.
I have 18 and I have signal too.
This is what we're doing.
hella
Sorry,
camera.
Dimitri.
Yeah, this is not for you.
This was
Dimitri.
for you.
No, I know. What am I holding? Spoon? Oh, yeah, the oyster. Whoa.
Nice. Oh. Does it hurt? It doesn't even hurt, man. You're lying.
Keep avoiding the sign.
Your mouth is closed. It was a no teeth. It was a no teeth smile.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Can I see?
This is some stuff.
Yeah.
Not my stuff.
Other people's stuff can be clean.
That's how I do it too. Rotson's all clean his. Oh, okay. I don't believe you.
I only remember
I feel like these strings.
Everyone away from the shotgun.
there's so many guys. I'm trying to like pick food so it's.
Cheers.
You know what's better than a yes man?
We need one more.
Another one.
A maybe man.
Oh.
Thing.
Maybe right after this one. Yeah. Cheers. Chopping.
Don't. My knife skills are. I wish I had one more.
We can make it. Like we can actually
I don't want to spill it in.
make it fresh.
Make what?
It's just chocolate, marshmallow, and yeah.
But this one doesn't get my hand dirty.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. I need to.
Oh, hell yeah.
You have to down it.
Yo, I have to down it?
Yeah. You have to down it.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Hell yeah. That was nice.
It doesn't taste like anything, right?
Wait, this is you have to take a picture.
Then he knows it.
Can you four take a picture together? Happy 4th of July.
Oh yeah, happy 4th of July.
Everyone hit the.
Come here, Meech.
And then pick up the camera.
Oh shoot, wait, do it again.
Oh my Meech.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
I did this. What is it?
Hold on. I gotta take a video of everyone. Yeah, we gotta do a tick check when we get back.
Hey, hey.
Look at Jonas. Hey, hey.
Cheers! Oh shoot!
You go find somewhere where, like, we put the paella in the middle.
Someone was actually just in the same channel.
Shine on you for the photo. Spotlight everything.
I'm not even gonna sit down. I'm just putting my tripod there. You guys. What is it supposed to look like?
Yeah.
Look good?
Yeah.
Wow.
Here.
That's crazy.
I used a barbecue grill last time.
No, you're not.
Food was better, I think.
On the floor?
I just got it. It's blasted up already. Hello.
Go, bud.
Eat the whole thing.
Is it yum?
You like it?
You like it?
It'll record?
It's recording.
You just get the rearing.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, cheese.
Cheese.
Is this smiley one?
Yeah. And then what's the other one?
Your car?
That's a new party?
Oh yeah.
Okay, say bye.
What?
Say bye.